the Big Ten, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Hoosiers will put total leather to crank us up. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Ducks offense will take the field first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shot.
They can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
And the Ducks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Moore will throw. Quickly to the tight end. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
The Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Finds the tight end.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the right. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. He'll pull it on the read. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. Fires to the right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. 4th down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the jump?
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch.
To put them in position to pick up a first down. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Bringing the heat. Defense swarming on that loose ball, but it'll be a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? And
what the game?
And coaches know and preach about turnovers all week long, talking to us about the game. First 2 possessions, interception, fumble. They got to be pulling their hair out, got to be mad. That's how you lose football games. You turn the football over.
How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Plucks it out of the air. Pulled down for the tackle.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good leg.
As they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. The Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Hemby. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. And the Hoosiers are facing 3rd and inches. He'll go to the sneak. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to set up the screen. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Fires and picked off. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The give to the back. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He leaves it with his back. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll do it himself. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense. Now you're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run. The TFL.
Touchdown, Oregon! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Yeah, I love the little play-action fake. You get inside the 5, you're thinking run as a defense, come up, be physical, and they slip those guys right behind you, throw over the top of you. Man, those are tough to defend. Nice little play-action by this offense.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's
No,
going
we cool.
on
It's
in
just a
this top
situation.
25 showdown.
Damn.
USC has the lead right now, but kind of fittingly, the men of Troy.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Williams. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. How side. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Takes it the other way.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Looking for room. It's Hughes. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Grab near the marker. It's Benson. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The RPO fire complete to the left. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Touchdown, Ducks! Great job by the back on the option.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And right down the middle. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Brings into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. To call what Indiana did last year a renaissance is an insult to all renaissances everywhere. It was complete resurrection. The losing program that got 11 wins and went to the playoffs.
Coach Signetti has just galvanized this entire program, and all of a sudden, after only 1 year, the expectations are different. Could it ever happen, David? Could this team get back to the playoff again?
It was one of the biggest stories in college football. Everybody kept talking about, does Indiana deserve to...
Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He has the first and still on his feet. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Fires to the middle. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. With the run on 1st and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon! 1-step grab, 2-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't happy.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Right on the money. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Pulls it in. And an explosive play. Has him on the move. And he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Henby. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. A little screen to the running back. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. It's first down from the 11. To the air on first down. Here's the pressure. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
You can't give points away when you're a QB. You have to understand, I got to be aggressive, and it's tough in the red zone because those are really tight windows. But man, the one thing I cannot do is turn the football over. I got to make sure I get points. Really poor decision. Great play by the defense.
Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. Moore to the air. Quick strike complete. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Showing the arm strength to the left. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Just missed his man. Gave him just a little too much. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Lost one deep down the right side. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Here we go. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Moore. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in Autzen Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go. From the gun, they'll try the middle. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Finds his big tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Fires to the big fella. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Punt is on its way. Hauls it in, looking for space. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Out of the gun, the inside kid. Slams into the pile, he'll get 1 to the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Off play action. Going deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to... Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Oh, the loose ball recovered by the offense, but they don't have enough for the first down. It'll be a turnover on downs. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Ducks with the 1st and 10. The give to the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Moore will throw. Quickly out to the tight end. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. They'll run play action. They've got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And listen, obviously, you know, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
I'm the offensive coordinator. I'm thinking about shifting this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
Going to swing it on second down. Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Second down coming up. Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Snagged in the middle. It's Williams. Touchdown, Indiana! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. Close to the marker, it's Moore. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. They'll run this play from the pistol. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Moore to the air. The screen, he can go. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Final stance of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They go to the ground. Across the 35. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Steps away to find some room. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Ducks back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hits. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Ducks! They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. Getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Notre Dame is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far in South Bend. They're up by just 2 over NC State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the pass is knocked away, incomplete, but that defensive play is not going to stand. They were a little too rough on the quarterback. This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. The Hoosiers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Under fire. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here comes the heat. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead, you know they're going to be passing, and you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Now the play fake. Looking for space to the left. Turning it on. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Moore will throw. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The give and tick, 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 tick. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. On the run, still looking. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
That's caught. It's Cooper.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Got him downfield. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And here they come, almost all the way back.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Trailing by a touchdown here in the fourth, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick.
Everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onsides every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the ground, and making sure your offense retains the football.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Pulls it in. It's Stewart. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Ducks are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People were fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they've definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of the season. This team right now, completely different. Almost the polar opposite than what we saw earlier this year. And I'll tell you, look at their schedule and who they've got left. Those teams better be careful.
Hey. Nice.
Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the banks of the Raritan in Piscataway, New Jersey, SHI Stadium, home to the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Ducks will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Rutgers offense will get the first possession of the game. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them one were as dynamic as these two right here, and you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end.
There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Quarterback on the keeper. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Scarlet Knights are marching down the field. On the run, it's Campbell. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Really nice first down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Scarlet Knights will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. So the Oregon Ducks offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they would have...
Breaks into the open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Moore to the air. Quickly complete.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Now, it's picked off. That's number 10.
Damn.
He's stopped. Not much on the return, but a hole
Damn.
getting the football.
Bro, I got a top opportunity this game. We got to win this game, man.
Looking to throw on first down. Incomplete.
And that's a missed opportunity. I mean, he had him open. He could have thrown that football maybe with just a little bit more touch. He had plenty of mustard on it. You could see he threw a bullet. But sometimes when those guys are wide open, you see quarterbacks just, they try to aim it a little bit too much, and it'll come up short.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. And the Scarlet Knights will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. Direct snap. It's Hughes. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Moore will throw. The quick out. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. The play action fake. Moving out of the pocket. Finds his tight end. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. The give from the gun. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. The Scarlet Knights are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the power run here. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding pop.
Lets it fly. He's got it at the 20. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He stops at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Gets the back moving. Moore to the air. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness, bro.
Makes the quick grab. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Looking for a crease. It's Campbell. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. And the Scarlet Knights will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last. Deep shot for the end zone. Ball into the end zone.
I just clicked in on the wrong. I clicked in at the wrong time, bro.
Lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions in the first half of this game. He's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive game.
He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Fletcher. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Sheffield. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And the Scarlet Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Makes the grab. It's strong. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll look to pin him deep. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the 1st play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Offense getting set for 1st down. Moore will throw. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Benson. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
This time he's got it. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Touchdown, Oregon! And they strike first.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. That's caught. It's capped. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Wants to throw on 3rd. Under fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Piscataway. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the birthplace of college football.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Scarlet Knights will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Extending the play. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Trying play action. Pressure coming. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Well, it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
And as an offense, man, the last place you want to be is third and long. And I think he's just got to put a little bit more muscle in that football. It comes up short. Got to step into it, throw that maybe a little bit harder. But this...
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45. And the Scarlet Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Intercepted deep in his own end.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Benson. There he goes. He's at the touchdown Ducks. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, the defense has got to be kicking themselves. They have the offense pinned back so deep in their own end. It's one thing to give up a completion, but you can't let the receiver go the entire distance and score a touchdown. Bad job on the back end by the D.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Stanford is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jim Plunkett, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by just 4 to Florida State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off the play fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Benjamin. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got the big tight end on the corner route. And he's out of bounds, but not before a good, sizable pickup, and that has been a rare sight in this one. To the air on first down. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Going the other way, and he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Oregon. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical, and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
And he puts through the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Here's a hit. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Found the spot in the defense. Turning it on. And
play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football. But this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down. On the move, it's Hughes. They almost got a first down there. Stopped the yard short. It'll be 3rd down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Moore to the air. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the...
He's got it in more than enough for a first down. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Gets it past the marker. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. The Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to the big tight end. Complete in the middle. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. Running the red zone, it's Hughes. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points.
Touchdown, Ducks! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And they knocked through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's strong. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the first down.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Surging forward on the sneak. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Swings it out to the flat. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense. Great place to start for this offense. He'll pull it on the read. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in. He got that separate assignment.
Moore will throw. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pack.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Motion from the back. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Scarlet Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And he can't make the connection on his 1st attempt.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that 1st down marker. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Oh, they're after him. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Converts on 4th down, still going. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first. Dropping back, it's Schultz. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed up.
Trying to get it in. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
Offense in an empty set. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 1st and 10, they're down to the 25. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Headed to the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Stanford has the lead right now, but there's no John Elway on this team, and that's why we have a tight one there on the phone. They're up by 5 over Florida State. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
On the ground, it's huge. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking... coming into the game. Like, they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game. The defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Trying to pull his way in. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. And the Knights backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Weber. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking downfield, it's Schultz. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like that.
Snags it on the right. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. And some room to work. Spins away from the defense.
The returner is tackled down at the 43, and the Oregon offense will take over.
In control of this game, we'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility.
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Rutgers. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
How about the Hail Mary? Listen, you're supposed to throw that thing way up in the air. He puts it up in the air high. The defender, you're not supposed to try to catch it. You're supposed to knock it down. It gets deflected. And how about the concentration by the receiver to catch the football, make the play with all those bodies around him?
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of...
And the Buffaloes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Scanning the field, it's Pavia. snagged out of the air. There he goes. The 40, at the 30, inside the... And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
That is how you make a quarterback look good. Throw it short, run it a long way. He gets all the yardage for that play. Start the football game, finding your playmaker, and your playmaker does the rest, takes it to the house, and gets this offense started out on fire.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They're looking for space to run behind the left tackle. At midfield, he's got room. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Nice job of getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
To the air on second down. The sure hands, it's Nixon. Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a first down. And the Buffaloes are rolling down the field. To the air on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Throwing right. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They'll send out the kicker here. This will be a 50-yard field goal attempt, and he'll have to curl it in from the right side. The official says no good, and they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it. Jesse, they'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense.
Trojans will boot it away to start the game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Running back searching.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you are not going to complain.
He'll try it again. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it. Squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The inside handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free.
Breaks into the open. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Dude, when you got a guy like this that can just hit the gas and go pick up 15-plus yards, what a luxury. How nice is it to have a quarterback like that when I'm a tailback, when I could send the tailback one direction, quarterback the other direction. This guy's just got so much speed.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
The Mustangs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Smith dropping to pass. Quick completion on the out. Quick with the spin move. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Calls his own number. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Mustangs!
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Handoff to the fullback. They shut him down immediately. They tried to pop the fullback loose and no running room there. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Caught in the backfield. It's Sticky. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Throws for the tight end. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
What a tremendous job by the defense. They've got the opponent backed up, and they're just praying they try to throw the football, hoping they can jump in for a pick, David, and that's exactly what happened.
They do, and they create serious momentum. When you got them backed up, you can kind of be aggressive and use the end zone as an extra defender because you know they don't want to be there. Big mistake by this offense.
They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll take it himself. And he runs it
extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. Sticks it in his belly. Open space at the 25. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game and picking up the first down.
Yeah, the basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it. But you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job early.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot, he's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays.
Oh, he's got some space. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the cornerback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it quickly to the tight end. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Mustangs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The throw to the outside is complete. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. Smith wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. They want to run this quarterback. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed into the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Spread over the middle. It's Harris. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. And the Mustangs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. On the move. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat,
and he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead. Out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to throw, it's Pavia. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Looking to the big tight end. That's caught. It's Clark. He's down at the 27. They can't stop the clock, and this is a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
and I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that quarterback be going the other direction.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards, so much speed.
Touchdown, SMU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And the extra point makes it 28-0. And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Back to pass. It's Pavia. Got it in the middle. It's Royer. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points...
He's got it for a big play. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next game.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
On fourth down, going to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to...
He'll take the deep shot. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. For a strong kick to get this one underway. On the move from inside his 5. Run it with the fullback. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
I love it. What a play call. Going to the fullback in the running game, and he shows you that he's got some ability. This guy was a big-time high school running back, and he shows you the wiggle. He's got some ability to break tackles, and he helps his offense out.
Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And the fullbacks, usually are typically in there to block, right? Those are the big, strong guys that usually lead the way for the running back. But occasionally you see...
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
I mean, you talk about coming out of the defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick six on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He's got great speed. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. Looking to throw, it's Pavia. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. The problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
The Utes will bring the punt team onto the field. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Finds the tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
Off the play fake on first down. Fires left. Makes the grab. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Caught in the backfield, it's Royer. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Irish! A methodical drive, and they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Oh, shit.
Here on second and long.
I got my lineup is not. Damn.
Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action. Shoots it to the left. Excellent coverage and good use.
Oh, damn.
And the Utes will kick it away to start us off. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Wants to throw on first down. Going to throw it over the top of the deep. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Got room on the return. Bust through behind his pad. And after the interception, able to get it in plus territory, taking it back to the 41.
Well, the defense came into this game, guys, knowing that they were going to be tested. The offense throwing it vertically down the field. And you saw it right there on the opening drive. They were ready for it. Great job locating the ball, getting the INT.
The give to the single back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Terrible way to start this game if you're on offense. You've given up 2 straight negative plays. You ran the ball on first down for negative yards, and then you take a sack now on second down. That tells me this offensive line has got to wake up. You knew this was physically going to be a challenge, but you've got to get ready to go, and you've got to fire off the ball because going backwards ain't going to get it done.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Finding an escape route. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground. Looking for a man, it's Mayava. Sends it downfield, and the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Seminoles in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Dumps it to the back. Snagged in the middle. It's Jackson. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. the air. It's Pavia. Bringing the heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Utes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Give to the fullback. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. And the Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Toss to the outside. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The Seminoles moving quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sideline.
Touchdown, no! Oh, that may be in, and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll run it from the gun. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Dropping back, it's Pavia. Throws to the back. The short hands, it's Dickey. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Makes him talk to the hand. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
The sweet feet buy a little time. Makes the grab. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chain. The Utes have their offense in high gear. Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, and you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
Lost to fire on second down. Right on target this time. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Time to move in the middle. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Defense comes up with a play. They get the...
Damn. Damn.
And the Vols will kick it off to get us underway. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Looking to pass, it's Pavia. Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. As a result, they lose yardage.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And I tell you what, defensively, you want to set the tone, and you gave up a few plays, but bowed your neck, got a big turnover. That's what you dream about. You dream about forcing the turnover, especially on the foot.
Looking for the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tennessee. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He gets a block. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. Looking to throw, it's Pavia. Here's the pressure.
Bro, jump, bro.
Swing momentum. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Trying to beat the D deep. And he's got it inside the 25. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the first down. A terrific throw that time. And when you play quarterback here, there's a pretty rich legacy to try to live up to.
And just finding that guy that just makes it look easy. I think the Vols fans would really appreciate that when a guy
turning it on. Guided out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 14.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. The Vols come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get it through the air. He's got it and still on his feet. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And the Volunteers are flying down the field. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide receiver the ball as often as possible, but I wouldn't try to get it to him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense's coverage dictate who gets the ball. There was somebody else open on that play.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Pavia. Throws for the tight end. And a missed opportunity on...
Fuck. That was a trashy ass situation I was just in. Play with the receivers. Yeah. I'll probably be playing this. Yeah.
Sends it back in motion. Back to throw. It's Ivory. Got the quick pass. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. We want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. We just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
And the Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Got his man quickly. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Ducks look to keep this drive humming. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire playbook.
And it just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers.
Going for it all. Touchdown, Ducks! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Really nice job that time by the quarterback, getting that passing touchdown. You know that's going to really help the confidence of not just him, but his play caller and teammates as well, knowing, hey, we can have success in this game, airing it out.
I did bad at Ultimate Team with them. And again, I am hungry, so I'm going to have to deal with that. Good time game.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. To the air, it's Ivory. Fires to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. After that huge play right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Oregon!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. All by himself down the middle. He's at the touchdown Ducks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the...
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in... To throw, it's Ivory. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And when you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of that.
They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the move. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good.
There he goes. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards. And we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job.
Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll run it to the right side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Ducks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Ivory. They're working that left side. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's got it. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. To the air on first down. It's on target and complete. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said,
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. They're dealing with a second and long.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot every time.
Kearney on the Jets. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be. And a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
The give to the tailback. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Ivory. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. They want to throw it. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. A strike downfield. At the 40, there he goes. And he'll go out of bounds, and his aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. Looking to throw on 1st down. Works the middle in tight quarters. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. Give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Ducks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Complete to the left.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way.
Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that.
When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the banks of the Raritan of Piscataway, New Jersey. SHI Stadium, home to the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis. And the Ducks are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Back to throw. It's Ivory. Got his man.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him. Put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Complete. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a 1st down. Caught. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
That had to be a coverage bust because there is no way one of the best receivers in the country was that wide open. Somebody on defense wasn't where they were supposed to be. They had their eyes in the wrong place. That should not happen ever.
Fires to the big fella. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Nice complementary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job in the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down.
Yeah, I love that the QB understood I'm going to put some stank on this. I'm going to throw it as hard as I can quickly, right when he's breaking out of that curl. Nice job getting it to him quick so he could get a 1st down.
Good timing on the quick out. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. They'll try the run. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
And that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground game.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Could this guy be the next receiver to bring home a Heisman Trophy? He's got everything you look for in a game changer at the receiver position. He's off to a great start in this one.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Finds his big tight end. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a 1st down. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. And the offense will take that gift, set up right on the doorstep, 1st and goal at the 1.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're
Back to throw, it's Ivory. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And with the interception. Now on second down. Back to pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Look, I know this guy's tiny, but on these slant throws as a DB, you got to get your hands on him because he's just too quick. He's going to cross your face too easy otherwise, and he did right there.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And listen, I think the offense did a really good job isolating that running back on a linebacker, running the angle route, had him open. Running back's there. You got to make that play, man. Had a chance after the catch to do some damage.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And this guy continues to pour on the stats. That's why he's in the Heisman picture, right? Had over 100 receiving yards last week. He's off to a great start today. Defenses just can't figure this guy out.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They're going back to the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Tosses it incomplete.
Man, you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
This time it's complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one. And the Ducks come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Dropping back, it's Ivory. Fires to the wideout. And the third down pass is knocked away by the D.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line.
And they find him early, and I love it because last week they found him often. He had over 100 yards, and they found him throughout the season. This offense is built on his playmaking ability. This dude is unbelievable. He's unguardable, and that's why he's in the Heisman Trophy conversation. That's why he's going to be featured today and hopefully in these later moments in the season when you go win a Heisman.
This time he's got his man. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Ducks really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Wants to keep it in the air. It's complete to the right. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Ducks are threatening on 1st and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I just love the execution.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football again.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Looking for a man. It's Ivory. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
I know this offense came out here in the second half hoping to...
He'll start this drive firing. He lets it fly. He's got it along the sideline. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
And he's been the go-to guy all year long. Like, he's in the top 5 in all of college football in receiving yards for a reason. They're going to find him because he's always open, making plays. This dude has been unbelievable. He's being mentioned in the Heisman conversation. That is really hard to do as a wide receiver. So that shows you what kind of special year this young man's having.
Fakes to grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Offense in a split backfield. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Second down, they'll go to the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. Quick pass on the jet motion. Shakes off the defender. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Using the quick game. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down. The Ducks are threatening in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And his throw is incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Ivory. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to...
They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Used the play fake, now to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert it 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete.
Offside defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
I think in this situation after that incomplete.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand. When he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
3rd down after the run. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know.
It came down to the final quarter, clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Pass complete on a crosser. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. High completion, good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. The motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Short throw to the back, an easy completion. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. That completion makes it second and medium. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Well, they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's dropped. A chance for a big play here in the early going, but some jitters in the... And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. Early in the season, I think you can sense both these teams realize there's a lot to play for, a lot at stake for their seasons, and they're just kind of settling into this game.
Oh, just look at the atmosphere today. It's almost playoff-like out there. Both these teams understand what a win could do for them, and the intensity is jacked up out on the field.
Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
The Ducks with 1st and 10 here. He hands it off from the gun. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Back in motion now. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And the defense wraps him up.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a hand on it. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out the space.
The Ducks are looking to keep this drive going. 1st down, looking to throw the football. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Incompletion makes it 2nd down. Looking to throw yet again. Grabbed by the receiver. They finally make the tackle, but it's going to be 1st and goal for the 6.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And he drops back in the gun. Throw to the running back in the flat. Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now.
Boy, tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. Just have to be smart.
Looking to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Oregon. So what happened there? The defense just lost. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And the ball is picked off. Could take it all the way. And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be.
Love to see defensive.
So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. Looking to throw it on first down. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Tackle at the 40. That'll earn a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looks right, lets it fly. And it's incomplete. Trying for a big play there as time runs out in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today.
And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. After falling way behind in the first half, they need to find a spark right now to cut into this big lead. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take a lead in this game at some point.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Oh, man, nearly a disastrous play there.
All right, so it's 1st and 10, back inside the 5-yard line. We're going to see how much this play caller trusts his quarterback. How aggressive will he be from this spot? It's a bullet, but incomplete. Important 2nd down play coming up. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Catch is made down the middle. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Hey, a first down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
And the Ducks line up on 1st and 10 now. And the wideout goes in motion. Ball handed off. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
They make the stop at the 34, but suddenly this offense is in scoring position now. First down. 6th play of the drive coming up. And looking to throw now on first down. Caught quickly. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. Pass caught, 2nd down now. Receiver in motion now. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. He's got it with room to run. Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be 1st down and goal. The Ducks looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. And the quarterback dropping back. It's the running back in the flat. But the play loses yardage. A very tough 2nd down coming up now. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around.
Poor starting field position here for the offense. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. He'll be smarter right at the line for no gain. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. He has first down yardage at the 46.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete. Incomplete. Second down coming up. Looking to throw it again. Receiver makes the catch. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
Two-back set, quarterback flanked by the backs. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Oh, and he dropped it. You do not see that very often from this guy. He's going to bring up third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And it's caught. They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone. They bring him down, but wow, the freshman showing off the arm strength. The Ducks looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Second down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back. It's a quick grab. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
As we all know, Chris, red zone leads to tight windows. A lot of times you just get what you can get. Likely grateful this went forward to help this upcoming third down call.
Looking right, this one caught. Brought down just short of the end zone. It'll be first and goal from the 1. Final 2 minutes as this offense desperate to get some points here quickly and try to stage a big comeback. Here we go, first and goal. A touchdown here gets them right back into this game. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Pass caught, can he get in? And he steps out of bounds close to the goal line. Couldn't quite punch it in there. Okay, now it's second and goal from the 1. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Launching one to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Urgency here. Got to cut in this lead. It's third down and goal. Out of the gun now on third down. He finds the running back in the flat. The defense stops him just short of the end zone. Spotted at the 1. A field goal here doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 on fourth down. Touchdown, Oregon. What a grab in the end zone in a clutch moment.
What a job by this offense to be able to get this score. And now, Chris, you look at that scoreboard, they're within one possession. Big decision about whether you kick it and rely on the defense or you go with the onside kick and hope for some luck.
Well, the experts will say, Kirk, this was an upset, but it felt like a really even matchup. Two quality teams battling right down to the end. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, what a game. This is really what you love about college football. Good against good. Find out who ends up having the upper hand at the end of the day. This is a great victory for this ball club. Let's see what they do after this win.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been another presentation from EA Sports College Football.
Dropping back, it's Ivory. Rushes on him. Bought a little time, lets it go. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Wants to go up top. This time on target. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his target down the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Going to swing it on second down. Hauls it in. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
Hits the crease. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he found open space, might as well start playing.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
And he'll make the grab along the sideline. Not able to get to the first down mark. The Ducks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield, it's Ivory. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught.
To the air on first down. This one's complete. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds some fresh air. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Looking to fire. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Off-play action on first down. Got him downfield. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Oregon! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He breaks a tackle. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
This guy has a chance to bring home the Heisman Trophy this year because he continues to make plays week in, week out. Doesn't matter who's guarding him, what coverages you play. This guy finds ways to make plays for his offense.
Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Floats it out in space. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Line getting set on 2nd down. Scanning the field. It's Ivory. The quick out. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And we're going to call his name a lot today because this dude, he had over 100 last week. He has over 100 almost every single week because he's a staple in this offense. Puts up big numbers, makes big plays, and that's why he's also in the Heisman Trophy conversation. A wide receiver in that debate is special. This dude is special.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And they trust it.
Offense in a bunch formation.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on first down. Plucks it out of the air. Breaks out another sweet move and gets it down to the 40. And the Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Working the middle. He's down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a first down as they try to score one late in the half. Motion from the back. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. Turns it on in midfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
That was a nice round.
Heisman picture, you got to make plays week in, week out at receiver, and that's what he does. He's a good route runner. He's reliable, and he's got speed to take it to the house. Top 5 in the nation right now in receiving.
Got a man in the middle. He's got a first and goal from the 10. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Zings it complete to the right. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Wants to throw. It's Ivory. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And the short completion brings up second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Gets it out fast. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Second and goal coming up. Wants to throw it. Touchdown, Oregon! And the bunch formation for these receivers. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Sends it back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. What a grab with one hand. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Ducks! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass. It's Ivory. Firing to the right, complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. He leaves it with his back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Breaks into the open. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Oregon. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely no answers for him.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The offense lining up for a first down play. Quarterback on the keeper. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Looking to throw. It's Ivory. Unloads to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Spits it out to the back. He's got him this time. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Ducks are on the move. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Red pass, it's complete. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down with the big play. Will move the sticks.
And I tell you what, all this spread offense, man, it's really accentuated receivers in so many different shapes and sizes. But this guy, they're going to find him. They're going to find him early. They're going to find him often. He's made so many plays throughout the season and really been the feature of this offense. And this dude has worked his way. He might get a trip to New York as a wide receiver. That is not normal, and neither is this dude.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. And the Ducks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No.
And they're going to put another one. Looking to throw, it's Ivory. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He's got an open man. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. quickly to the tight end.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to...
Unleashes one deep. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. The Ducks lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Looking to throw for it. Deep shot for the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people pointing to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher ranked team